What is up, my dude and dudettes, and welcome back to TellerTube. In today's video, we're going to be looking at the subreddit r/choosingbeggars. If you guys are new to my channel, be sure to subscribe so you can stay up to date with my latest videos. And with that being said, sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Selling laptop for cheap, I get reported to police for selling stolen merchandise. Okay, so this happened last year. For context, I have a business that requires I use a lot of laptops and computers. So typically, with every new contract, I put in the budget of a brand new system that I only use for the duration of the contract. After about a year, I sell the laptop or computer equipment at usually 50% the cost, or sometimes cheaper depending on who and what the market is. For students, I usually sell items at 30% the cost because I remember what it was like when I was a student. One day, I put a gaming laptop up for sale. I paid $1,300 for the laptop and decided I would post it for $300 to get rid of it. I would just pull the upgrades and hard drive and replace with a smaller SSD. Immediately, my phone started blowing up with messages. My first question is always, are you a student? Because this is what I will only sell to a student for, and if so, can you send me a photo of your student ID? Choosing beggar. I have an ID and I need this laptop. Why is it so cheap? Okay, send me the ID please so I can verify it. I have a business and replace the laptop. I will only sell this price to students to help them out. Okay, I will send you an ID. Can you accept 200? I can go pick it up now. Shoot me the ID and the price is firm at 300. Only time I will go lower is if the person had to walk to me or take the bus or bike. I just don't tell people that. What is your address? I'm on the way with 200. You haven't sent me the ID and it's 300, not 200. I don't want to pay 300. I need money for the weekend. I can be there in 30 minutes. Tell me where to go. You can go to the store and pay over 1,000 then. No ID, no deal. No less than 300. This is a scam. I'm gonna call the police and tell them you're selling stolen merchandise. Call the police, show them my ad online. The photo of the receipt is in the ad. Screw off. Send me the address and we can be done with it. I'm done with it. He proceeded to send me screenshots of him calling the police on his phone. I ignored it all. I met some cool kids that replied and came over and I gave it to the guy for $250 after talking to him. Gave him a business receipt and copy, all the info for my records and taxes and such. He was thrilled and couldn't imagine the deal he had. For a week, I'd get a couple of messages thanking me for selling him the laptop. Wait, you won't sell it to me for 200? Fine then, I'm gonna report you for stolen merchandise. Take that. Shake my head. Ouch, my faith in humanity. So recently, my boyfriend and I were trying to sell our PS4 because money is required for goods and services, and we required both. We put it up on multiple buy and sell groups for $250 because even if the system is a bit old by now, we also had 20 or so games bundled with it. We were even willing to haggle because food. We had many people talk to us about it. I was the one who talked to them, but it was my first time doing anything like that, so even though I could enjoy choosing beggar stories and reading about scammers and the like, I thought that sort must be few and far in between. Ron Howard voice, they were not. 3 people stood out to me. Person 1 was perfectly lovely and cordial. He told me he absolutely wanted the system, but he wouldn't be paid until 4 days, hence. He said, could we hold it? And we were so happy to have met a person like that we said sure. When the day came and it was an hour until the scheduled rendezvous, I texted him to see if he was still working. I got told I have overtime, he replied. We don't mind waiting until later if you want, I said. I just don't want it anymore, okay? Sigh, would have been nice if you told us so we could list it again. Person 2 sent me a Facebook message. Hey, is this still available? It is. Are you interested? Can you do 225? 225 would be fine. How do you want to do this? Actually, there was a typo. I meant 170. Thank you, but I'm gonna have to respectfully decline. What's the lowest you'll take? I didn't bother answering. It felt like he was asking, hey, can you help me screw you over? Person 3 did buy the system. We ended up agreeing on 200 because rent was due. My boyfriend met him outside to do the sale because I was at work. According to my boyfriend, person 3 came with a buddy. They ask him if he'll take 180. He says no thanks, 200 or no deal. They shrug as if to say it was worth a shot and give him a very sloppy pile of bills. Being a meticulous sort of person, my boyfriend insisted on counting the money. There was 180 there. They tried to screw him a second time, and when he requested the other 20, they had the nerve to grumble about it. And now I just really don't want to bother with selling things to people anymore because the moral of the story is what the F. Okay, I'll buy it, but that price is not gonna do. $225. Oh, I mean $170. Oops. Still an annoyance in a different country. This happened a few years ago, so sadly no screenshots, but it is one of the reasons I no longer have Facebook. A family friend was always asking for things as a kid. I had certain clothes, she wanted them, not ones like them, the ones I was literally wearing. She screamed and cried if she didn't get sweets or pocket money, etc. She was just an irritation. In my late teens, her family moved to another country. She got married, had 2 kids. She was constantly posting on Facebook about stuff she had bought, such as iPads, large TVs, and designer baby stuff, such as the nappy bag that cost several $100s. She also won a substantial amount of money and bought her husband, who was a bit of a deadbeat, his dream car. A few months later, it comes out that she has to pay for citizenship of the country she's moved to, somewhere in the region of $5,000. Apparently, she had known that this payment would have to be made when she bought the car and had no money to pay this. There was a chance she would be deported even though her kids and husband were citizens. I never knew this was a thing. I thought you just got to stay at that point. She then decided to message 100 people on Facebook and ask them for $50 each to pay for it, and she was absolutely outraged when 48 out of the 50 people said no. No one that she mentioned had the kind of money where they could just send someone an extra $50. I don't know how they eventually got the money, but sometimes I think about the fact that she even asked. All the while posting regularly about the stuff she was buying constantly. I absolutely believe that people should spend their money on whatever they want and would never begrudge people their possessions, but to be so entitled that you can spend your money and then ask for someone else's still baffles me. Oh my goodness. Hey yeah, so I just bought a brand new sports car and a whole bunch of designer stuff, but do you think you can maybe spare me $5,000? I might get deported. Yeah, nice try, Karen. That time a coworker tried to pressure me into doing a pet painting for free. So, I was a server putting myself through art school. Yes, I can draw/paint, but it wasn't really my strong suit. I was studying design. But of course, you tell people you are in art school and they think of only one type of art. Anyway, I was at work doing my own thing at a POS when a coworker comes up and strikes a conversation with me. It was odd because this particular server and I were not very friendly, not at odds, we just weren't on casual chatting terms. She just starts talking about this and that, then mentions it's her sister's birthday next week and she hadn't really come up with a gift for her. Oh, but her sister had these cats that she just loves and wouldn't it be cute to give her a painting of them? Then she says, "You're an artist, right?" I tell her yeah and wait. I assume here is where she expected me to offer to do it, but like I said, painting is not one of my strong skills. When she doesn't really say anymore, I walk away back to my tables. Yeah, it was awkward. Like hours later, she finds me and brings it all up again, sounds a bit more pushy about how she just needs to get a gift ASAP, but this time does get around to actually asking me. I was honest and told her I wasn't the best at painting physically, but I do digital art commissions on the side and then she could print it out at Target or something. She seems not as excited about that, but says she'll think about it. Okay, and it'll cost $30 for 2 cats in 1 portrait. To print? No, for me to do the digital painting. You could probably get it printed for like $5 somewhere. Oh, I thought since we were friends and you're a student, you'd just kinda do this for me as a favor. She said this really sweetly, like I would personally offend her if I told her no. I told her no. She walked away in kind of a huff and I never heard more about it. Oh my goodness. Hey, so you're an artist, right? Okay, do me a favor, make me a free painting for my sister. Thanks. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, smash that like button as it would really help me out. Subscribe to my channel so you can stay up to date with my latest videos, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.